Dr. Kareen, is my screen visible?
Yes, Dr. Stefan, and we are
Okay.
recording.
All right. Thank you very, very much. So we're on the recording, and just one sentence. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the SmartBiz project that we have, where we want to create wealth. Definitely create wealth for our people. We are tired of falling around. We are tired. All right. So we welcome you. And one question, just before we start, one question to all of you. Just answer honestly for yourself because we can't hear you. Would you like to see a different result than what you have been seeing over the last years? Do you want to see a different results than what you saw over the last years? And I was one of you. We fall around, we try this, we lose, we try that, we make a little bit, then we're onto this, and all the time we're on our own, struggling and believing and then being disappointed. So it's time for a different result. So, team, if you want a different result, maybe then it's time to do things differently. Okay, Albert Einstein said it, I say it, many people say that, and they believe and they live by that, that if we want something different, if we want different results, we need to do something different. Coming out of the counseling background, I worked with so many people. They go through unfortunate and heartbreaking experiences in their relationship. They go into another relationship and they do exactly the same what they did. All right. If you want something different result, you must do something different, whether it's relationship, whether it's business, whether it's sport, whether it's anything. All right. So that is what you will see today. But the new results can only be achieved if we exercise patience, perseverance, persistence, discipline, and cooperation in team contexts. If you are willing to put these in a bag and say, yes, here I am, I'm willing to do this just for a short time, as you will see in the presentation today, it's going to be discipline. It's going to be all of this. We need that. Then I promise you today, we will achieve what we want to achieve. All right. So the SmartBiz Holding Pty Limited Company was registered with a main aim to legally help people to financial freedom within 1 year. I don't believe in quick, rich schemes. Today you do this and tomorrow you want to be a millionaire. It doesn't work. But this is a structured plan and we are in it and we can already prove the people that were onboarded by Coach Dima and her team that day when they were onboarded and they funded their account, that evening they started earning money. All right. So multiple streams of income will be offered with negotiated extra advantages for being a member in the SmartBiz community. We now start with one and we are going to build up to, our goal is 5. All right. And we are going to negotiate with every one company that we bring into our group that they give us something for what we are going to give them. Right. The big goal being for all of us is to be a member in our SmartBiz Consortium company, which will be registered between 8 and 12 months from now. So by then, all of you following our plan will have in excess of $350,000, will form consortium groups and participate in big international projects in property, franchising, import and export industries, and more. You don't have to put all your money in. We're going to make groups and put our piece together, and together it will be a big amount. Right, every member joining the SmartBiz community could, within 1 year, pass the 1 million asset mark. But as I said, it's discipline, it's perseverance, it's patience, and then we will get you there. All right, so building a SmartBiz community with multiple income streams, we now have SmartBiz Berry. That's what we have. We've negotiated with the company. Just close the microphones, please. Thank you. Dr. Kareen, can you just close? Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. So we have negotiated a beautiful agreement, which you will see today what it is and why it's such a privilege that we can be here. And it's a privilege what we are going to get from them, what you cannot get on the outside of this community if you operate a position on your own. All right. Then number 2 will come, number 3 will come, number 4 will come, and number 5 will come. All right. We are working on opportunities. All right. So all members registered in one, listen, in one or more of these opportunities will be eligible for membership into the SmartBiz Consortium company. You registering into Berry, you are not a consortium, you are a community member. All right. So you will be eligible then later to become a member in the SmartBiz Consortium company. But the more, listen here, the more opportunities members register into, the higher class they will be placed in the SmartBiz Consortium company with added advantages. Doesn't mean if you're in class A, you're going to have more shares. Our shareholding will be determined with the amount that we put into the trust at the lawyers, and then them with the company in Dubai who we are going to work with, or whoever, they will manage those funds and do our international, like property development or franchising or imports or exports. And all of you know that money makes money. All right. Okay, right. Now the participation. For those of you who want to be part of the SmartBiz, some of the microphones are open. Please, team, just keep the hands away from the computer or the button. Just keep the microphones closed. Thank you very much. So for those of you who want to be part, you will sign a memorandum of agreement with our professional wealth coach, Coach Dima, and her team, right? The wealth coach will stipulate in that MOA how all will be done between you and her. Okay? Right, there's a law that we cannot do everything 100% trading for someone. So we have structured it in such a way that you will do your small piece and she will do hers in assisting you. So that assist word means that you're going to do something, but it's going to be like 2% or 3% of the 100%. But that's how we get it legal, and we do it like that, right? So she will assist you in a way that you need no knowledge. You don't have to be a forex trader or a crypto boffin expert, whatever. She will tell you what small part you need to do, and for doing that, and she does mine as well. And she's like a magician, really. If I had done my own, what she's done for me is more than 2 times what I would have done. I don't know how she does it, but she knows those extra places where to press and what to do and when to do. All right. So she will then have 10%, which doesn't go into her pocket. She has a big team, not big now, but it will be a big team, and she shares with them that one. All right. So no stress, only great incomes growing every month. All right. Let's look at the basics of Berry. In Berry, there is a signal that is given every day. And this is what the signal looks like. It tells you what currency you're going to use. It tells you what time to buy and sell. This is just the 1% basic. All right. Now on the app, there are many of these currencies, many on the side. All right. So if they say to us BSS, we will look on the side, look down, we'll look. Oh, here it is at the bottom. When we press on that, then this page opens. You see at the top there, it will be BSS. Or if they give us a signal, let's say LTC, or they give us DOT, whatever, then it will be that at the top. And then there are the selling and the buying on the times. But as I said, this is only 1 to 3% of that. But just to show you the basic of it that we get the signal and we are guided to do that trading. But in our concept, in our group, none of you are going to trade. No one's going to do their own on their own. And the big reason for that, I will show you now, and then you will understand. All right, so our privilege from Berry, let's have a look. What is the privilege that we have? Now, many of you already have a position outside our consortium. That's okay. You carry on with that one on your own. There you buy and sell and do whatever you want there. But that position cannot be brought into the community, because on the community, when you register under SmartBiz, that commission is what we negotiated to go to charity, to share with them into charity. All right. So there's a company called FS Global, of which Berry is an integral part. They are very much involved in charity and humanitarian work, and that is what attracted me. That is what caught my attention, because for 30 years I've been a humanitarian entrepreneur, developing concepts for charity and humanitarian organizations in about 50 countries. So that was part of my life. And when I saw them being so involved in charity, I felt in my heart, yes, this is where we must be. So we negotiated them. Coach Dima came in. She had good contacts with them. The head of the Africa leg of Berry is a general in the National Defence Force in South Africa. And we had negotiations and we had meetings, met him personally. And then we put this together so that we build a community. And then all that, the referral commissions coming to us, we then basically help Berry with charity work. Okay? And then that little bit, now we are saying to all our members not to use their code to go and build teams under them, because those people will not have the advantage in Berry and the community here. Now, when we get our second signal, which is what we negotiated, when we get that second signal, it will be like our income doubling. Now, that doubling of income is much, much, much more than you would have got from your 20 or 30 people you put under you. All right? So it's absolutely a big privilege for us to be in a position where we can get a second signal per day. So in exchange for that, our SmartBiz community will receive a second signal per day when we reach 1,000 Berry members in our community. Friends, we went in 5-6 days, we went to 120, and it was basically only Coach Dima and me. So if we have all of you helping us now, and the 100 people who are there bringing 10 friends, showing their friends, look here, there's my proof. I have it here on my mobile. Look here how my amount, my trading amount is growing. So we have a proof. And then if everyone jumps in and helps us, we will be on our 1,000 in under 2 to 3 weeks. And then we will qualify for that. All right. Now, this is like doubling our income and is many times more as the recruitment fee we would have received. Friends, it's like you are sitting in a job and you're getting $5,000. Your boss walks in and he says, listen, I'm going to give you 10,000 now. Do you feel it? This is amazing. All right, but now that signal is only for our community. Now, it's very easy for us, if Coach Dima gives us the second signal, myself, for example, I'll take myself. I have a position outside Berry. Now, what can I do? Oh, I'll use my signal for my position there as well. And I'll give it to my friend, or I give it to my cousin. And we were told, Coach Dima was told in a meeting 3 days ago, that if one code, which is given to us, leaves our community, even to one person outside the community, they will take this privilege away. So how can we protect ourselves? Exactly how we put this together. So this is a big privilege and we must protect it. The second signal will not be given to anyone if it is then possible that members will share this with friends and family. That is the reason why we are doing all as we are doing. So Coach Dima will have that signal. She will do our work for us there. And we share 10% commission with her for doing it for us. And then that second signal will remain safe. Okay? And then very, very important point on the MOA, the Memorandum of Agreement, is that there are times that we are not allowed to touch our application on our mobile. That's very, very important for everyone to know. When Coach Dima says from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock on the evening in South Africa time, you work out what time is it in your country. If you are outside South Africa, that 6 to 10, you don't touch. Friends, 2 people did it. They were warned and they did it again. That they come in the middle of trading and they come and they press the sell button and they mess up everything for themselves. And then Coach Dima took them out of the community. So if you want to protect this for yourself and reach these figures that I'm going to show you now, you will just abide by the rules, respect the time that Coach Dima and her team are working and helping us, assisting us. All right. Okay. In the first day since we started, more than 100 members are onboarded, and every single one of them are happy. And even I challenge any one of you sitting in this room who are already working with Coach Dima to now put up your hand and say, I'm not happy. All right? All right, so all rules are strictly applied, and already, as I said, 2 people were removed. Sadly, it's sad that they will now not have the advantage of a second signal, while thousands and thousands of people already on Berry are internationally sitting there doing their trading every day, but they have 1 signal. And here we have this privilege for 2 signals. So let's just stick to those simple rules and you will receive what we are going to see now. Right, let's look at the packages. Now, I'm going to illustrate 4 packages, 50, 250, 100, 250, and 500. Now, they are all the same, only the figures are different. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time here on SmartBiz $50 package, and then the others are the same. So then I will just run through the other 3. But this one I will spend a little bit of time on. So in our plan, let's call it our plan, right? There are 2 sides. There's a long term where we want people to achieve on the long term. And there is a salary plan that we worked out for people. Now, myself, I'm also going to fall in this, and this is going to change my life as I believe it's going to change yours as well. All right. So on the long term, let's take 12 months and we start with 50 because this is a $50 plan. Now, Coach Dima told me that she's been trading for quite some time and she's been through many of those currencies. There are some of them that are stronger. There are some of them that are weaker. And she said on the weak one, if she takes the figures of the weakest one and she portrays that over the time that she's been there, she can say comfortably that at least we will double our money in 1 month. That's the minimum. So let's work on the minimum. Now, if that's doubled, let's just go all the way, 100, 200, 200 pounds, 400. This $50, when you put this in there, you are going to basically forget about it. If I say forget about it, you are not going to touch this for 1 whole year. This is your long-term pension plan or whatever you want to call it. Right, and then look here, in the 12th month, you will sit on $204,800 from $50 because Coach Dima compounds. They compound it every day. Your 50 becomes 51, 51 becomes 53, 53 becomes 56, and so it goes on and on and on until we get to this after 12 months, right? So that is a fixed 12-month plan. Now, for you to be in the community, you need 1 of these plans or 2. We hope that you all will have two eventually, but for now, one will qualify you. Right, let's look at the salary plan. This is very popular, and many people have complimented us on this, and they see that little bit of sacrifice for 6 months, and from there on, your life takes a different direction. All right, but for the first 6 months, or 5 months actually, we cannot touch. We need to build up a kitty. All right, so the 50 becomes 100, 100, 200, and so on and so on, until in month 6, the 1,600 becomes 3,200. Now the coach will say, okay, team, draw, because she cannot withdraw for you. She will teach you how, and then you will take it. And if anyone goes outside the rule, then you are taken out. Really, this is, I don't even like to use these words, and I hope that every single person coming, our 1,000, which will grow to 10,000, which will go to 30,000 in under a year, I hope that everyone will have the vision to see where we are going with this. Now there's 3,200, and coach says, for me and for you, all of us who have the 50 in there, or proportionally the others, but take 1,000 salary. So what's left? That minus that, we have 2,200 to start the next month with. And in that month, Coach Dima and her team will work with this for us and get us to 4,400. So she'll say, okay, she will say, okay, take 1,400. So what's left? 3,000. In the next month, she will, with the trading, listen, at least double. She's been doing mine now for five and a half weeks. And I did my own for 2 weeks. And then I gave it over to her. And the next 2 weeks, she did 1.6 times more than what I did. All right. So if we say double, we can believe that will be the minimum. That becomes 6,000. And she'll say, okay, take yourself a salary of 2,000. And what's left? $4,000 that will grow in the next month to 8,000. Now from the 8,000, she says, okay, take a $3,000 salary. Friends, in South Africa, 3,000 is 45 to 50,000, 50 or over 50,000 rand. It's more than many of you and me have ever got in our life. All right. Okay, I just want to, people are just joining that group like crazy. Okay, now what's left? 5,000. 5,000 becomes 10. So what's our salary we can take now? 4,000. Right? This is 80,000 rand in South Africa. Okay, 6,000 rand is left. 10 minus 4, 6. Now it grows to 12. And we take a salary of 5,000. Do you feel how from month 6 it changes? Your life's changing. All right. Okay. Now we subtract that. What's left? 7,000. That becomes 14. And now in month 12 is our big month, big bonus month, or whatever you want to call it. And there we're going to take $10,000 of the 14. Now, you can go and work out how much is $10,000 in your own currency, Uganda, Ghana, wherever. Okay? So what happens in month 13? I should have put here 13. What happens in month 13? We take 14, we take 10 away, and we're left with 4. But remember, you've just put this huge amount into your pocket. Now you can start doing extra things with that in the house or whatever. It's your money. But we must leave that 4, which becomes 8. And then we take 3,000 again. So you see how this plan works. This 4,000 is the same as month 9. 4 became 8, we took 3. Now from there, the next one, 10. So in month 14, it will be month 10, the same. So we are now repeating month 9 to 12. We are repeating that. 3,000, then the next month 4, then 5, then 10 again. then 3 again, 4 again, 5 again, 10 again. Then 3 again, 4 again, 5 again, 10 again. You understand? I hope everyone understands this one, because the others are the same. They just figure-wise they are bigger. All right. So let's look at the $100 plan. That's double. You're starting in month 6 with $2,000 salary. Next month is 2 8, then 4, 6, 8, 10, and our big one in month 12, $20,000. So what is left? 28 minus 20, 8,000 becomes 16. We take 6. See, the same as month 9 again. So 9, 10, 11, and 12 is repeated. All right, friends, do you see that this is something that's worthwhile to sacrifice for? You are in a team. You can feel safe in this team. You can feel other people doing the same, having the same as you, and you are surrounded with a team, leadership team, who are professional. They are of high moral standing. They have everything that we need for them to help us. So we are fortunate to be in this position. Right, let's look at 250. Everything's the same. But look here, or look on the left. You see what this 250 takes you to? Now you can start with 50 and you just top it up when you have extra. But the moment you have 250, you know that in 1 year after that, you're over your $1 million. This is minimum. All right. And then on the other side, someone who starts a salary plan with 250, your first salary in 6 months will be $5,000. Then 7, 10, 15, 20, 25, and the big one, 50,000. So what's left there? 20 becomes 40, and we take 15,000 again. You see, the same as month 9. And then the big one, of course, the 500, which takes you on the long term, takes you to 2 million. This is minimum. It can be 2.5. It can even be 2.8 or 3. But let's say minimum $2 million that you put and you leave and you forget. All right. And then on the salary side, you start with a salary of $10,000, 14,000, 2, 3, 40,000, 50,000. And the big one in month 12, 100,000. Minus that, 40,000 left. That becomes 80. Then you take again 30,000, and you're back on month 9. Not back on month now, but you get the same as you got from month 9. And the next month, month 14 will be this, month 15 this, and so on and so on and so on. All right. Okay, those are the figures. They're real. I'm seeing it happen. As I said to you, in my first month, I went, Coach Dima did mine for me, and I am on over 1.6. So if I put in 100, I already made 160 plus. That's my profit. All right. Okay, let's look at the way forward. So first of all, those of you who want to come in now and be part of us, make sure that you are on the SmartBiz Community Telegram platform. Then you complete the Google form for application into the SmartBiz Berry community. You use the WhatsApp link given. I'll put it again on the group for onboarding and to join that platform. Once you've filled in your Google form, then you go onto this WhatsApp group. It's the WhatsApp onboarding group. That's where Coach Dima will pick you up and give you instructions what you must have ready. Right, the wealth coach will be in contact with you and tell you what to have ready and when you are contacted and assisted to onboard. Now, if you have everything ready, your wallet is ready with your $52 or $53 plus that's the gas fees included, then Coach Dima said it takes 3 or 4 minutes and you are in. But when she calls people, they haven't got this, they haven't taken the selfie, they haven't this and that and that. It's really wasting a lot of time. So when she tells you get it ready, be ready. When you inbox back to her and say, Coach Dima, I'm ready, that you can do that 3 to 4 minutes. The same day, if your onboarding and funding were successful, your trading will start. You'll start making money that same day. Now, as per the memorandum of agreement, you will be given 4-hour window, South Africa 6 to 10, in which we are not allowed to log in. You don't touch. But after 10 South Africa time, you can open, you can go and see what happened to your account. All right. And on the platforms, Coach Dima will tell you what to do, how to do. She'll do a little bit of coaching there. You understand? Because she's assisting you. Please, we must use that word. We cannot tell people, oh, I'm sitting back, I'm doing nothing. She's doing everything for me. She's doing almost, but I'm there. She's assisting me. There's a certain part that she does, and there's a certain part that I have to do. But mine is only about 5%, but it is something. Right, after that period, you can log in and see your profits. As per our salary plan that starts 6 months after start, there will be no withdrawals in those first 6 months. Nothing. The person who withdraws is taking himself out of our community. All right? Then when salaries are drawn, only you can draw. The wealth coach cannot withdraw your money. Only you can, but she'll instruct you how to do and what to do. All right? Because what's left, she must work with. All right. Now, we basically finished with that. And I just want to show you a little bit of the big picture where we are going to. In about 8 to 12 months, we will register the SmartBiz Consortium company. And here we are going to create wealth together. Together we can. Many, many people are so I-driven and me only and I that they've never experienced what it is to do something together. Now, we all know that money makes money. Now, many of you, like me, are driven for money. And God hears these words when I say I'm chasing money. I want a lot of money because God knows my heart. I want to put so much of that back into charities, into orphanages where I'm very much involved, into hunger. Many of you don't know that every day 10,000 children die in Africa because of hunger and malnutrition. It's a painful death. I've seen it. I've had them in my arms. I know the pain. And that's driving me to say, God, please, I want a lot of money because with $2 or $3, I can feed a child for 8 or 9 days. All right. So that's my drive. Your drive could be something else, but I hope and I pray that a piece of that is to give, because it is a fact in life that we give, we receive by giving. And so many people do it the other way around, and they don't understand, why am I not getting ahead? All right, but the moment my attitude is, I want to give, and then my heart starts give, my mind starts give, and then you are surprised what life gives back, what God gives back to us. All right, so we can, but money makes money. So this plan of the consortium has come with me many, many years. And those of you who have heard the story, I'm telling it so that you can understand the power of working together. So those of you who know my little story, close your ears. But for those who don't know this, I started off as a teacher many, many years ago. And my first salary was about between $35, $38. It was small. But 6 months after I started teaching, I was investigated for diamond smuggling and gold smuggling, and I don't know what. And the police and his team captain came to me, and we had a meeting, and they sat with me. And when they heard what I was doing, a month later, they started the same. Because what I did is I got a team of 6 together. We were all interested in flying, and we found a Piper 180. And the monthly fee was of such that if we each added, $5 or $8 or whatever, we got to the amount. 6 of us put together, and we were able to buy that aeroplane. 4 of us bought a caravan together. It was only small money, but my $35, $38 for about 10, 12, I was having a caravan, a boat, and an aeroplane, boat, and a caravan. And the caravan, 4 of us, each holiday, we would turn the year. One year I would go in the first holiday, next year I would go in the second holiday, and we all had a caravan holiday, but we could afford it. All right? So that simple idea, it's come with me my whole life. And then I see the biggest mall in South Africa, the Mall of Africa, which is, I think, the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere, that belongs to 12 people, 12 businessmen who put their money together. One of them would not have been able to buy it, but 12 of them made a consortium. They put millions together and they built the biggest mall. So that was my dream. Now we are on our way to that dream. Because when we have 10, 20,000 people earning in 6 to 8 months over $300,000 or having that, then we register our consortium company and we can then make groups in a legal, professional way with our own lawyers, our own accountants, international, and do everything above board with shareholding certificates and everything. I'm talking to a company in Dubai, $1 billion company, who loves what we are doing. They love it. They are there to help entrepreneurs and companies who want to do what we are doing. But they only do projects of over $100 million. So if we come to them with 50 million, they will put 50 million. They keep a 17% share in the company, and they help us with property development in Dubai or elsewhere. And they said to me that 100, they can quadruple it in 4 to 5 to 6 months. So big money makes big money, and we are shareholders there. So that's our big goal, that at a time of becoming, we will all have over 350,000 collected through the way we are going to work. All right, according to the number of registrations in the community, as I told you, you will be in different classes. Now, this doesn't mean higher shareholding. This just means extra advantages that you will get the higher you are. How do you get up in the top? The more of the opportunities you participate in, the higher you will be. All right. And then here groups will pool their money. As I said, we will go into projects over 100 million, and we will have our own international lawyers and auditors. So this is just a summary of where we are going to. All right. And as I said, I'm surrounded with very, very professional people. Our partner, Dr. Francois, is a man carrying 3 doctorate degrees. You all know an MBA is not child's play. He has a doctorate in business administration. He has contacts all over the world with top businessmen. These are the people we have. We have Dr. Karine, who's a media expert. She's top expert in IT, in crypto laws, and she's a person who can write her own systems, her own robots. So we have these people in our midst who are part and parcel of us, and we thank God for them. All right, we have Dr. Clinton, we have Dr. Grace, we have so many. We have Che Davis in America, our CEO. All people who can make such a big difference, and they are here. All right, so that is that. Now, applying for the SmartBiz community, we have a Google form, and here it is. We have a SmartBiz community Telegram link. Here it is. And we have an onboarding WhatsApp link. So the moment you've put in your application, that after your Google form has gone in, then you get yourself on the onboarding WhatsApp link. You board here. All right, team, that is it. That is it. So what are our goals? We have a short-term goal. We want 1 month to have our 1,000 registered SmartBiz Berry members. And we ask all of you to help. Take this presentation, show it to your friends. They can see that this is different. This is honest. There are no people ripping anybody else off or doing something using people for their own advantage. It doesn't exist here. All right. So help us grow our community Smart Biz Telegram. From there on, we will show you the presentations. I will do presentations 2-3 times a week. I'm going to have one for America where I have to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. Then it's their evening so that they can. So I will do from my side whatever it takes without any remuneration, any. And I'll do it for the group and I'll do it for the big goal. Our medium term 6 months is that we want 10,000 registered SmartBiz Berry, and our long term 12 months is 30,000. So in between here, we will then register our consortium company, and all of you will see with what professionalism that is going to be done. All right. So talent, my friends, wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. We need to work together as a team. You need to feel part of this family. You need to be proud of being part of this family. I've met so many wonderful people from America and now Jamaica. I've been in the Caribbean islands and I just love the culture. I love the music. Now we have someone from Jamaica who's going to help us build our community in the Caribbean islands. All right. So everything's looking good. So that's where I end my presentation. Thank you all for listening. And I'm going to come back now to the group. And Dr. Karine, you can end the recording for us now. Thank you.